Hello everybody, welcome back to Be a Legend. If you've watched the end of season review and transfer special, you remember I said if you put £1 on us last season at the start of the season, you'd have got £151 back, or if you'd put a tenner on or a fiver on, you'd have been rich and you'd have been buying me a drink when the pubs reopen. I tell you what, if you'd invested some of the money that you'd actually made from that £1 and put it on this season, then you could be going on holiday when we're allowed. All I can say is the media obviously haven't learnt their lesson, have they? Hello and welcome to episode 31 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games in League One. I did say that right. Against Rochdale and Wigan, both at home. Don't know why that should be the case, but we are both games at home. So this is the season preview, the Dream 11, of which I don't think any of our players feature, to be fair. I've not seen any yet. There is somebody that we're schmoozing there. Thomas McGill at Walsall. Devante Barker, he's in there, and Harvey Blair. They're the only two, but actually don't appear in the Media Dream 11. So there you go. Foderingham, Wes Foderingham is the goalkeeper of the Dream 11. So who do we need to be watching up front? We need to be watching Pat Cole from Blackpool and Billy Gilroy from AFC Wimbledon. So they're the two teams that we need to be keeping an eye on. Highest net transfer spenders, Oxford United. They brought 13 players in, one player out, spending £280,000, and Hull City have 4 players in, 7 players out. They've actually brought in 13.332 million, so they've obviously been able to have a spring clean, as it were, in there. Right, as you will see, we are expected to end up 24th, 350 to 1. So like I said, if you'd put £1 on, you'd have won yourself £151. You could put that £1 back on again, or you could have you could put a tenner on maybe. So that's the odds as it currently stands. Ipswich are 7-5 on, expected to win the title. They're first, then Sunderland, Millwall, Hull City, Bristol Rovers, Wimbledon, Rotherham, Charlton, and so on. I'll leave you to spot your own teams there. The teams coming up: Walsall expected to do best at 33 to 1, Oxford 50 to 1, Chorley 200 to 1, and Chorley at 350 to 1. Right, without any more, we normally do that on the transfer special, but I hadn't actually got round to doing it, so apologies. As you'll see, we're still waiting on Emerson and Kamara, Mamadi Kamara, again left and right attacking midfielder, 2k a week. We're waiting on him to see if he will join us. What others incoming since you were last with us? I think Ben Morris was last one. Nobody leaving us. So we've built quite a team here. Bailey Clements, coming in. I think he was sitting in there waiting to see if he was going to come in. He is a left-sided full and wing back, can play in both the positions. Can actually go into the centre if we have an injury during the match and not got any substitutes left. He's quite good at crossing, he's good technique, and he will provide a little bit of competition for Lundolo, who likes playing in that position, of course. Right, without any more to do, I think it is high time for us to get through and get the season underway. If you don't mind me saying so, let's get going. Our first game against Rochdale. So this is the team that we have selected for our first ever League One game against Rochdale at home, and it has a familiar flavour to it, albeit we do have a few new faces in the team as well, and I think I've introduced you to most of them anyway. Smith is in goal, Clements, our new left back, Sage, Wakely, Kilner in defence. Then we have Wolf and Mundell in midfield, our new midfield. Hopefully that's going to be a good pairing. Blair on the left, Stanley on the right, O'Rourke and Morris up front, and on the bench Fodacek, Barker, Broughton, Ashley Seal, Biggins, Riley and Cardwell. Why are we not playing Barker? Mainly because he's been on international duty. He's come back and he's not 100%. So he's fit, but he's just a bit tired, having played quite a lot of international stuff. So he's not really fully up to speed. So we're going to give him a little bit of run out later on in the game, possibly, depending on how Kilner gets on. Also, a couple of other things that have gone on is Stanley isn't 100% fit, but he is our main right winger this season. O'Rourke can play out there, so what we're going to do is give him a run out, see how he goes through to half time. It's possible that O'Rourke will switch back into here, and then either Cardwell or Riley will come on to replace. We do have Benny, Ashley Seal on the bench as well, which may be an option for us on that right wing. We can play him obviously as a striker as well. Okay, without any more to do, let's go through. We have quite a few that may struggle to see the game out, which could be interesting if we're a little bit of out of sorts. Obviously quite a few changes because we're still in pre-season. We're still trying players out, especially players on trial. And right, pump our fists. Come on lads, show me what you can do. Got absolutely nil reaction, so we're going to pump fists. Faith in you, get out there and make a difference, which is interesting. Only a couple of really sort of thingied up for that. And again, Wakely, Bailey, Clements and Romain Mundell not doing. The players that were with us last season have okayed it, and I think that's probably, looking at it, that's how it's all panned out. The players that weren't with us last season have just gone, yeah, okay, and players that were has motivated them. Hopefully the others will come on side as we get on with the season. And we're underway. Let's make sure we've got everything is up to speed here. Don't want friendlies, we want League One if possible. Oxford United have taken a very early lead against Sunderland in their first ever game. Well, I say first ever game, but their first game this season in League One. So good start there. Rotherham also taken the lead, so teams up and running. Charlton leading in their game as well, and not a lot happening early doors. Well, now the rain started. Long ball forward, Clements heads it down, but only heads it into the path of one of their players. Wakely and Sage combining there in defence. Smith has the ball, punts it forward. Stanley picks it up on that wing. He's lost it, but he's got it back. Finds Kilner to Wolf. Back to Kilner. Mundell now gets involved. Kilner looking across the ball in, and he's crossed it in. And O'Rourke gets his first goal of the season. Lovely cross from Oliver Kilner. I'm not sure who else was there, but O'Rourke was deciding he was having it. Who is this other player? That's O'Rourke. That's not Brown. We haven't got a Brown. Blair, Harvey Blair. So it was a toss up in the end between O'Rourke and Harvey Blair to get to that ball, and as it was Fidel O'Rourke getting on the end of it. Lots happening, and Chorley we're fourth at the moment, which is quite good. Kilner's picked up a yellow card, first yellow card of the season, and we're going to just calm him down. He gets too excited in all amongst it all. Half an hour gone. Let's also drop a bit of praise if we can. We probably can't now I've done that. As I say, I think that's one thing SI need to fix. I'm sure, you know, in real life you might tell a player to calm down, but you might also say to the others, come on, buck your ideas up. And certainly wouldn't not be able to do so for 10 minutes. I know you probably wouldn't do it every couple of minutes because they get fed up with you, but you see managers shouting on the touchline all the time. So they're getting very close here. Sage managing to get a foot in. Morris in there. Ben Morris, our other striker, of course. Blair, he's sort of evaded a tackle, gets the cross in, and Stanley is disallowed. He's offside. Connor Stanley, that was a bit of a shame. It just a manoeuvre. The defence stepped out, and yeah, he's just on the offside. But good, looking good at the moment. We're not overawed. O'Rourke, Blair's got tackled, but it's only as far as Sage. Sage pumps that one forward, and O'Rourke gets his second of the game, second of the season. Brilliant ball by Will Sage, and we are right on half time. 2 goals to the good. I'm liking this. League One, what? 350 to 1. There's a long way to go yet. Another 45 games to be precise. Anything could happen. We could be on the bottom by the end of the week. Overall, not a bad start. We started a bit thing. They came back into the game. We just tootled along and then had a bit of it, but we've scored the goals. They've had 6 chances, none of which on target at the moment, and Connor Stanley now picked up a yellow card as well. So we'll go through to the dressing room and outstretched arms. Very pleased with your performance. Keep it going, lads. That's inspiring them. Fidel O'Rourke, happy with your performance so far. Ben Morris and Harvey Blair, we're going to say pump fist. Go on, I believe what it takes. Connor Stanley and Kilner, we're going to just say to them, watch your step, don't need any sendings off. We've got the early lead. Will Sage, gonna outstretch my arms and tell him he's doing a good job as well. So we're all fine and dandy. Let's go through to this second half. Wolf is looking tired in that midfield, which is a bit of a worry, and also Stanley, but we knew Stanley wasn't 100%. We get to 60 odd minutes and Ben Morris has now taken a knock. Alright, okay, so we might need to do some substitutions here. Wolf is also tired now. Right, Wolf, we're going to bring on Biggins for Wolf. Might need to do some adjustments also. Ben Morris, it's not a good start for him. And we'll bring Lewis Riley on for him. Right, so let's just tactically make sure Biggins is in. Really makes a lot of difference, I don't think. Mundell is the Mazzala. I think we'll leave him in that position. He's not adverse to playing in that position if needs be. I'll give them a bit of a pep talk before they go out, make a difference. They both seem to be motivated with that, so we're good. Still in that 4th position as it currently stands. Clements with a throw into Biggins. Clements now, he's coming forward. O'Rourke back to Biggins. Biggins looking for Mundle, who had found some space. Kilner back to Biggins. Biggins crosses in for Stanley, and can Connor Stanley open his account? He can. And a lovely ball from Harrison Biggins, and it almost seemed like Stanley had all the time in the world there to pop that in past the goalkeeper. Made a decision on which way to go. I think the goalkeeper maybe thought he was going down his left side. Sorry, his right side, as it were, but as it was, he didn't. And good defence here. Oh, and we've given a goal back. 70 minutes gone, and a bit of a mix-up there in defence. I'm not sure what happened. Sage headed it out in the first instance. Ball comes back in, and Sage goes to ground, and Humphreys stayed on his feet and manages to plant it in the back of the net. That's not good from getting that goal. Within a couple of minutes they reply. Perhaps need to drop a little bit of encouragement to the team. Do we need to make any more changes? Not at the minute, I'm thinking. Sage and Wakely doing reasonably well, bearing in mind that Wakely's new to the side. Kilner now is tired. With 80 minutes gone, I think we're going to do 2 things here. Right, Kilner. Right, so we're going to see Devante Barker for the first time. And also what we're going to do is we're going to go to a balanced mentality, try and hold on to this one. We're going to pump fists, go out and make a difference. They've gone to a more attacking formation now, and we need to be wise to this. Smith down for that one. Quite a crowd in here for the opening day of the season, I've noticed, which is good. Blair, I think, was headed out by, I'm not quite sure who headed that across, but Blair's got there. He's going to get tackled. No, he's not. Cross comes in just over the top there from Mundle. Gillingham taking the lead now in their game. Yeah, Mundle just heading it over the top. Good play by Blair. Clements now picked up a yellow card as well, so I'm going to give him a shout. And Clements, stay calm and tempting fate now. I'm just going to praise the guys, just give them that little bit of buoyancy going into full time. And they have a corner, or they have a throw in, crossed in, cleared by Sage to O'Rourke. O'Rourke, he's beaten his man nicely. We're on here, we've got a little bit of a situation going on, and O'Rourke, he gets his first hat-trick of the season, 3 goals, his 3rd goal of the season, and that is game over. 4-1. Did I miss a goal somewhere? If we had another one of those ghost goals, we'll have a look in a minute. O'Rourke because I'm sure we were only 2-1 and all of a sudden we've gone to 4-1. No, O'Rourke 2, Connor Stanley. I'm misreading that. We were 3-1 up and motoring anyway, but we have finished this game off and looked very good for it, I have to say. Outstretched arms, very pleased with your performance. Fidel O'Rourke, a 9.9 on the opening day of the season. Well, what can I say? I'm delighted with your performance. Ben Morris, in fact, I'm not even going to speak to him. I don't think. Harvey Blair, outstretched arms, pleased with how you did today. Connor Stanley, pleased with how you did. Yeah, he's performed a-okay, as his Bailey Clements, Will Sage and Oliver Kilner all had good games. Oh, and so did Harrison Biggins when we brought him on. So all of those, pleased with how you did today, and we're all good. Good opening day of the season, that one, guys, for sure. And actually shows us in second place, tucked behind Oxford United, our cohorts who came up with us at the end of last season. Walsall also winning their game, so 3 sides that came up automatically last season. And who also came up, was it I can't remember even who came up with us in the end last season. Crawley Town, I think it was. They managed to draw, so all in all, quite a good day all the way round. What were the results? Walsall 1-0, Oxford United astounding 5-1 win against Sunderland. Wow, how about that, I say. And Walsall managed to win in by 1-0. So all in all, a good day all round for the debutants in League One for the season. Right, on that note, I think it's high time for us to go through to the second game of the episode, which is against Wigan Athletic. And here is the team that we have selected to play against Wigan Athletic in our second League One match, the second match of the episode. And can we progress to a winning start this season, a winning episode, and also a winning unbeaten start to the season? Smith in goal, Clements, Sage, Wakely and Barker, Devante Barker, making his first full appearance for us at right back. Wolf and Mundell are in central midfield. Apologies about that. Blair and Morris are our attacking midfield, with Emerson and O'Rourke up front. And the one thing that you didn't see while we were doing the transition period between the last game and this game, Zach Ben Emerson has come in. We'd actually we're touting him to bring him in on loan for the season from Brighton. As you'll see, he's particularly good at finishing. I'm not quite sure, but composure, natural fitness, pace, etc. He's got a good first touch, so hopefully that'll pay us dividends. But he is one of the best strikers. He's up front with O'Rourke on this occasion. Is he best as an advanced forward? He is. That was quite clever that they've put him into that position then. So that is the side. On the bench we have Fodacek, Broughton, Coyle, Riley, Lundullo, Stanley and Cardwell. Just going to check it out a minute, because I'm thinking, as you know, I always like my things sorted so that I can see what's going on here, especially when it comes down to choosing who goes where. Have we got better an option? We've got Connor Stanley, who can play left or right side of midfield here in attack. attacking midfield, so that's okay. Cardwell as our striker. We've also got Lewis Riley as a striker, but he can also play as attacking midfield if we wanted to switch something, put attacking midfielder in here. Broughton is our central defender, our spared central defender. What I am going to do for the minute, because it does help to have that switched off. There we go. Ogunby is on his way back. Is good news. He's got to try and fight his way into the side. I'm going to go with the bench. I think my assistant manager's done quite a good job there. We're happy with that. We will go with it. So let's, without any more to do, get on with it. Devante Barker, he's probably not at his 100%. Zach Emerson, I didn't give him a number, which was very, very bad of me. He's going to be number 35 for the purposes of this exercise. So 2 more new boys joining the squad. A little bit of a change now. Oh, and yeah, let's have a look. Outstretched arms, carry on where you left off at the last match. Zach Emerson, pump fists, go out there and make a difference. Fidel O'Rourke, Harvey Blair, do the same with them. Ben Morris, anyway, we're reasonably motivated, so let's get out. Our second home game in a row. It's how we perform away from home, of course, is another key factor in all of this. Nothing much happened. Quarter of an hour gone. Picked up 2 yellow cards in quick succession there. Half an hour gone. We're going to give the team a little bit of encouragement. We're also going to tell these 2 boys to calm down. Don't want any mishaps, any slip sliders going on. As Wigan come back into the match a little bit in this second half. And second half of the first half, I thought that had gone in. It did look awfully like it across the line. Good job we haven't got VAR. That's all I can say. Oxford United have taken the lead in their match, which means they we are picking up another yellow card here. We're going to sort that out at half time. We got through to half time 0-0 against Wigan, and possession wise we've not had the best of the first half, but shots on target we have not seen any highlights apart from that one where it looked awfully like it across the line. Alright, Zach Emerson is nervous. I believe we've got what it takes. Fidel O'Rourke and Harvey Blair. I need you guys to step up. Ben Morris. Ali Wolf. Right, to remain Mundell, Sage and Wakely, I need to point a finger and tell them to avoid another booking. Okay, let's see if we can have a better second half. We've dropped down to 4th now, which means the teams around us have started to score goals. Right, going to try and fire the team up, and we're also going to go to attacking, because not a lot seems to be happening with us in a positive mood. And I highlight Smith with the ball forward, looking for Morris. He heads it down to O'Rourke. O'Rourke now into the area, crosses the ball, but it's cleared, and they have a counter attack on. which is a bit of a worry. And maybe I'll put the mockers on it saying, can we have a winning start? Oh, that's come off the woodwork. So maybe a bit of luck on our side. A corner kick to them on the hour mark. Oxford 3-1 up against Cambridge. They've had a really good start to the season. Morris is coming out for this ball. He's won it and he's on a bit of a run. Let's hope he doesn't lose it. He's lost it. He sort of steadied up, I think, holding up for some other players to get there, and it wasn't happening as we're coming through to the 70-minute mark. Let's have a look. Do we need to make some changes? Emerson, he's going to have to settle in, and he's going to have to settle in reasonably quickly. Right, recommended Lewis Riley come on for him. Ben Morris isn't, he's not having such a good game. We'll bring Connor Stanley on for him, and those are the two changes we're going to make for the moment. Let's see if that does make a bit of a difference. They have a free kick, which they've cut inside and shot from distance, and that was going wide. Thankfully, we've picked up another yellow card. Clements now joining the other three. We've got to be careful here that we don't end up with a fine. Wolf is tired, and that looks like that could be our next change with 75 minutes on the clock. Looking for somebody to give us a little bit of inspiration here. Going to demand a little bit more. Will Sage is not having a good game there in defence, needless to say. Matty Wolf, and we'll bring on Liam Coyle for him. We have a free kick, and it's nearly time, unless we can sneak it right at the death here. Wakely forward to Mundle. Mundle looking for Riley, and Riley, he's put it wide. And that was the chance gone begging. And I think this is going to end up 0-0, but I suppose we haven't lost. Should have been winning this really against Wigan, and that's where it's going to end. I think we're going to have to do unlucky boys. It wasn't our day. And Tom Smith, I think, kept us in the game, so I'm going to delighted with your performance. Wakely, the only two star performers for us today. Blair and O'Rourke not functioning on those wings as it was. Or was it in fact Ben Morris, I think, who was out there. Connor Stanley coming on and doing an okay job. All in all, not too bad, I guess. Could have been worse. Fourth in the table, 2 games gone, and it's only Oxford and United and Charlton who have 100% records. Everybody else falling a little bit wide by the wayside as it currently stands. So that's where we are. As you'll see, Fleetwood Town in the EFL Cup, Caribou Cup, first round, and nothing of great significance there. as it happens, I think it's time to have a look and see what we're going to come back. So we are going to come back for Lincoln City and Burton Albion. Lincoln City and Burton Albion, both of them at the moment near the bottom of the table, but Lincoln City and Burton Albion will be our next episode. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as we release them on this channel. New episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. and why not follow me on Twitter? JustOffside2 keeps you up to date with all that's going on this channel and more. I thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. Let's hope between now and then we're reasonably successful. Till then, goodbye.